What's up, everybody? Justin Nault here with a new weekly series for you for Clovis. I'm going to call this In Case You Missed It. Now, as some of you know, as many of you know, I do a weekly Facebook Live Ask Me Anything episode on the Clovis Culture Facebook page. This then gets pushed out as audio on The Perfect Podcast with Justin Nault. That's my podcast. And the video is available at clovis.store/AMA. clovis.store/AMA. But a lot of those videos go 60 minutes, 90 minutes. They're really long. I take questions from the crowd and everything. So what I'm going to do is every Friday, I'm going to do an In Case You Missed It episode. And that's what this is. This is number one, In Case You Missed It, number one, from Ask Me Anything, number 40. Now this, I'm going to try to break this down for you in less than 5 minutes. This episode was called Thyroid Health, A Second Opinion. So in case you missed it, I'm going to go over the main points of my Ask Me Anything episode, number 40, Thyroid Health, in case you missed it. If you're having thyroid troubles, you know anyone in your family who's having thyroid troubles, this is very important stuff. Let's start with the standard of care. The standard of care for thyroid issues in America is abysmal. Why? Because your doctor is going to test one, maybe two things. They will probably test TSH, which is your thyroid stimulating hormone, which actually comes from the pituitary gland, not the thyroid gland. So they will test TSH. If TSH is high, they will think that your thyroid is underproducing thyroid hormone, which may not be entirely true. The other thing they may test, maybe if you're lucky, is total T4. This is the total amount of T4 in your bloodstream. But remember, T4 is the inactive form of thyroid hormone. It needs to be converted to T3 before your body can use it. T4 doesn't tell us much. So they'll test TSH and they'll test T4. Based on those numbers, they'll try to determine if you have serious stages of hypothyroidism or the beginning stages. Now, if you have the beginning stages, what they do is let it get worse. They wait. They let your immune system continue attacking healthy thyroid tissue until so much tissue has been destroyed that they can give you a clinical diagnosis of hypothyroid, then give you a medication to take for the rest of your life. End of discussion. That's where they end the discussion in the medical community, mainstream, okay? Here's what you need to do. Here's what you should test. If you want to test the health of your thyroid, you need several numbers. You need TSH, you need thyroid stimulating hormone, yes, but you also need free T4. That's the amount of T4 in your blood that's not bound to proteins. Then you also need free T3, that active form of thyroid hormone that can actually be used by the body. You need to know how much T4 is being converted to T3. On top of that, you need to test your thyroid antibodies. That will tell the doctor, if it's a good doctor, if the immune system is attacking healthy thyroid tissue. This is what's happening. You can have normal TSH levels, you can have normal T4 levels and still be having thyroid issues, and the doctor will miss it. This is very dangerous because you can get put on something like an SSRI because some of the depression symptoms look the same. You may not need an SSRI. Remember, it's not a problem with the thyroid, it's a problem with the immune system attacking the thyroid. So let's real quick talk about Hashimoto's. Hashimoto's is the autoimmune thyroid disease. Hypothyroidism, as simply as I can put it, is an autoimmune disease. How do I know this? Because 90% of people with hypothyroidism also have Hashimoto's, okay? Hashimoto's is an autoimmune disease. It begins in the gut. It's an autoimmune condition. Here's how it happens. Inflammation suppresses the HPT axis. This is your hypothalamus pituitary thyroid axis. That gets suppressed by inflammation. Inflammation then also decreases the number of thyroid receptors in the body and their sensitivity. Inflammation then decreases the conversion of T4 to T3. All huge problems. It's all inflammation, and it doesn't matter how much medication you take if you don't fix the underlying problem of leaky gut and autoimmune to begin with. Think about it. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a splinter before taking the splinter out. It's going to fester. It's going to be a problem. So if medication isn't always the answer, what can you do? Lifestyle interventions. Number one, for autoimmune disease, remove the autoimmune triggers. The biggest offenders, the biggest triggers are gluten, grains, refined sugars, soy, and dairy. Remove those. It sounds a lot like Clovis, right? The number one offender, hands down, is gluten. How do I know that? Because people with celiac disease are at a 300% higher risk of hypothyroidism. They're that closely connected. The other thing you want to do is avoid toxic chemicals. Get on Clovis.store and get yourself the approved products ebook list. Hand-selected products that I picked myself that are toxin-free, safe for the household, everything from skincare to cleaners to dish soap, laundry detergent, everything in between. Go to Clovis.store and get the approved products list. The other thing you want to do is focus on your gut health. This is probiotics, prebiotics, fermented foods. If you already know that you have autoimmune disease, then you might want to look into something like a paleo low FODMAP diet. I actually have a Clovis low FODMAP diet as well. You can get your hands on if you reach out to me directly. The other thing you need to do is decrease inflammation. Now, if you remove those autoimmune trigger foods, you're automatically going to decrease inflammation. Absolutely, that's step one, the most important. But you can also supplement things like vitamin D, get a really good brand of omega-3s. I love Nordic Naturals omega-3s. Those are great. And you can also get turmeric. You can get turmeric in powder form. You can get it in capsule form. Mariva by Thorne is great. Or you can just drink a couple of servings of the perfect paleo powder every single day. Okay? So remember that, guys. You want to test TSH, free T3, free T4, reverse T3. You want to get your thyroid antibodies tested. Remove the autoimmune triggers. Make some lifestyle interventions happen. Maybe some supplementation. Fix leaky gut. Fix the autoimmune condition to really, really handle these thyroid problems. You may not need medication. Remember that. Some people do, but not always. It's the immune system. It's not a problem with the thyroid. It's a problem with the immune system attacking the thyroid. Okay. That was 6 minutes and 30 seconds. My first time. There was a little bit of an intro, but I'm going to try to compress these to 5 minutes. This is, in case you missed it, episode number 1, AMA number 40, Thyroid Health, a Second Opinion. If you want to see the whole video, go to clovis.store/AMA. Clovis.store/AMA. If you want to work with me one-on-one and really get a handle on this stuff, if you want to be a client of mine, all you got to do is go to iamclovis.com. iamclovis.com. I hope this little interruption of your day taught you a whole lot about thyroid and can help you get healthy if you're struggling with some issues. Give me a shout. Let me know what you think of these. Hopefully I can make them 5 minutes. We'll see. I'll do the best I can. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Justin Ault from Clovis. Go to iamclovis.com. Thank you guys and have a great day.